Hello friends and potential friends. Well, today is Sunday. I think it's the 10th or 11th June, somewhere in there. And I'm getting anxious to hit the road. But I thought I'd go around and see what little bit is going on in the garden before I head out. I won't be leaving today, but soon. Got me an automated watering dish for the cats while I'm gone, and that's hooked up to a 55-gallon drum that'll be collecting rainwater, so they should have plenty of water. A few Praxis cherries still out here on the patio. They haven't been producing much lately because it's been too hot and too dry. The ginger and turmeric is finally taken off, so I'll have some of that to look forward to when I come back. Now in the main garden, a lot of these slips survived, a few of them didn't. I've been trying to keep them watered, but I actually drained my IBC tote into the garden. Figure, well, I might as well put it in the dirt instead of leaving it in there, because nobody's going to be here to be using it while I'm gone. These are some beans I planted. I bought a little bit more of a composted manure and decided to test it out with beans to make sure it wasn't contaminated. And they popped up good, and looks like they're doing well, so I guess the soil's not too bad. Won't be here to pick them, but what the heck, it was a test anyway. Comfrey's doing okay. Haven't seen much in the potato that I planted. I do have a few more slips in here I could plant, and I might need them because most of the slips that I planted in this bed died on me for the lack of rain or too much heat. And incidentally, it's about 10 o'clock and it's 85 degrees. It's already starting to get steamy out here. I think the humidity's up around 70%. The collards are still hanging in there. Hopefully when I come back, I'll have some seeds to harvest. Sunflowers. None of the sunflowers that I planted in here sprouted. I'm not going to bother putting any more in, but I do have plenty of peppers here and there. These are the shishitos. They've been suffering a lot too. Actually, everything's been suffering a lot. The corn that I planted, this was a mix of kiddo corn and bodacious sweet corn, and as you can see, it's very sporadic. I did actually come back and put in some more bodacious seeds, but I don't think any of the bodacious has come up this year. All I seem to be getting is the kiddo corn, but that's okay. That'll give the raccoons something to have a feast over when they figure out how to get past the electric fence, which I'm sure they will. The only thing that's really worth coming out here to look at is the pepper bed, and it's doing pretty good. These are lemon spice jalapenos. There's quite a few of them on there, so hopefully somebody will get to enjoy them. And there's one of the Megatron jalapenos. It's doing pretty good. Let's see, a couple of Scotch bonnets on here. And these ones are the Sugar Rush Peach. Cayennes over there. And I have picked a few of these here and there. But they're doing pretty slow because of the water situation. And I keep harping on that because our wet season should have started a couple weeks ago. and it didn't. There are some signs now that it might be trying to crank up just in time for me to leave, but at least something will be here to get watered. Oh, this bed is empty. That's where the Homestead and Everglades tomatoes were. I have a few pineapples out here still. I haven't gotten any pineapples started this year. They don't seem to want to produce. There's my blueberry. Dug that up out of the shade back there and put it up here where it gets a little more sunlight at least. And the asparagus also has been kind of slow in producing. So we did have, 2 days ago, we got 1/3 of an inch of rain. It was the first rain we had in almost a month. And right after that, I noticed several asparagus shoots pop up. They're small, and I'm just gonna let them go and try to strengthen them a little bit. And I hope they survive this extended drought we've been having. Oh, let's walk back to the mini orchard a little bit. Well, I must admit, I am getting quite a few gardenias since the rain hit. Those are looking nice. There's my Florida avocado. It's been suffering a little bit too, but it's perked up pretty nice now. Pomegranate, that just keeps on going. And there's my little pineapple plantation. And incidentally, this stalk that I cut off of the century plant has continued to grow and trying to produce seeds. This stuff just wants to grow. Off in this end, there's the loquat back there, the Meyer lemon, and back in the corner, the Ponderosa lemon. It does have 1 or 2 lemons on it this year. And then in the far side, got another little avocado. There's my fig tree back in the back. It's put on some more leaves. Sugarcane patch, and the Ponderosa lemon that I grew from seed. And that does have lemons all over it. And the one big one is still hanging in there. That's tennis ball size already. There's probably a dozen or more smaller ones on here. And then the mulberry over here. It's just going crazy. I gotta remember to take some tools with me, because as soon as I get to Mom's, I want to get some cuttings off of her mulberry. See if I can get them to root. Might try some air layering too. But that's about it. Not a lot out there. I didn't start nearly as much as I normally would. And because of the extended heat and drought, I'm kind of glad that I didn't. Most of it probably would have died anyway. But there's a record what it looks like before I head off to Mom's. And we'll see what kind of jungle I have to come back to when I come back. Meanwhile, I've got a couple more critter cam videos I'm going to schedule while I'm on the trip. And the next gardening you see may well be for Mom's garden. So I'll see you next time.